Oh hey guys, so as promised today will be my favorites video. I hope you like my farmer's tan. I think it's pretty attractive. And I'm certainly not wearing a shirt like this to cover up my awful sunburn from yesterday. One thing before I start, I want to show you guys what I got. So freaking awesome! So let's get started. First thing I'm going to talk about is, of course, comics. I'm not going to show you all of them because I know you guys don't like that, but I will show you a few. The first one I'm going to start with is Vampire Batman. And if it sounds ridiculous, it's because it is ridiculous. I don't know, I love the setting. Catwoman's like a werecat, and Batman's a vampire, and I had a lot of fun reading it. I really recommend this. The next one is Long Halloween, which I don't have handy. It's just a good story. It keeps you guessing. It's a surprise ending, which is why I love it. And it's the same thing with Hush. I love the character of Hush. Hush and Long Halloween are my two favorite comic books of all time. Art styles of both of them are really, really amazing. Both of them include a lot of really fun characters, and it's just cool to see them all together. Huntress Year One. I just love the Huntress, and it just gives her background as a character. She's a little crazy, and she's a little fucked up, but she gets shit done, and she has a reason for doing everything she's doing. And also, you get to see her original costume, which I love. It's very reminiscent of Helena Wayne. And I just like it. Honestly, the more covered up people are, it's more practical, and that's why I like it. Which brings me to my next one, the all-new Wonder Woman series. A lot of people weren't really happy about the series because of the change in Wonder Woman's costume. I know people are going to argue with me about this. I love her new costume. I wish they would have kept it practical. It looks good. Heaven for fucking bid, the woman wears pants. I don't understand why people hate it so much. I think it's a really nice update. I actually didn't like Wonder Woman before this. I wasn't really a big fan of her. She seemed like one of those female characters that they just made because there was a male character. They're like, oh, we need to fill a quota, here's a female character. She's kind of a younger, more naive character, and I actually really enjoy that because it's kind of easier to feel for her because she doesn't really understand all her powers, and she doesn't really understand everything that's going on, and she can't control her emotions. And I know you're like, oh, women emotions, but emotions that everyone feels, like her extreme anger. For example, one of her friends dies, and as revenge, she knocks this guy off a building, breaks his back, grabs his horns off, and then stabs him to death with his horns. Badass. That's another reason I like the series. She's such a fucking badass, and I love it. I love this version of her. I think she's awesome. The writer of the series is amazing. He is a fantastic writer. You really feel for the character in this. And another thing, Alex Garner does the variant covers on this series, and I think they are gorgeous. I never really collected variant covers before, but I love these covers. Let's move on to video games. My all-time favorite video game would have to be Kingdom Hearts, strictly because it is what got me into video games originally. I played it when I was 10 when it first came out, and I just loved video games ever since. I love the gameplay, I love the camera control, I love the characters, I love seeing characters I already knew mixed with the new characters. It really introduced me to a lot of video games, like Final Fantasy, which would be the next thing I wanted to talk about, which my favorite Final Fantasies are Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy VII, and I think people are way too hard on 10. The biggest complaint I hear about is that they don't like Tidus, but there's so many other good characters, so many good fleshed out characters in this game, and I think the story's really interesting, and the ending is sad and emotional, and it's great. Like, there's so much to feel for a lot of people in that game, and I like that about it. I'm not sure why people hate it so much, and obviously Final Fantasy is just really fun. Of course, Arkham Asylum, it's just really good gameplay, just a really solid Batman game. I do like the Fable series. It's not a perfect game by any means. I know there's quite a few problems with it, but I just think it's fun to play. I guess the biggest problem with it is that it's so black and white. It's so black and white. You're like, you make the good decision and get shit on, or you make the bad decision and nobody fucking cares. Which is why I really like Mass Effect. The decisions aren't black and white. It's not necessarily a good guy, bad guy type of thing. It's cool that your decisions affect everything else that is going on. You can make what you think is a good decision, and a lot of bad can come from that. I love Mass Effect because I'm so emotionally involved in it, and even at the end of 1 when, spoiler I guess, when Saren shoots himself, I felt bad because he's not a bad guy. You don't even feel bad for the villain in that game because it's not black and white. It's not necessarily he's a bad guy and you're a good guy. You know, there's more to it than that, which is what I love so much about that game. The very last thing, which I'm just going to talk about briefly, is my favorite movies. Machinist and The Prestige, really great movies. Christian Bale's amazing. Moulin Rouge, 1408, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, because it's just a really fucking good movie, and I think that shows the real side of romance where it's not pretty all the time. And you guys just asked me a couple questions. One from Assassin's Claw, he asked me if I could be any video game character, who would I be and why? You know, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say Riku from Final Fantasy X because she just seems cool, and I like Albed. I don't know why people hate them. I think they're cool. She just seems like a fun, cute person. Another question that Scrap Fossil asked me, cats or kids? Cats, easily. I really don't like kids. I think kids are really annoying. Cats are adorable. That's really all I have to say for today. I'm gonna be back later this week with a comic book review and also a review for Source Code Movie Club. It's my birthday, so I'm gonna go eat cake and stuff, so bye guys!